Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Well, about 45 minutes later than I expected because technical difficulties. Without getting too deep into it, my stream deck is having a time. And so it just wasn't registering any of the buttons I was doing, which is a problem. Because you know what we need today? A bingo card. You know what we got today? A bingo card. Right there. Boom. And here's why we're gonna need it. As you can hear from the very chaotic music that I need to fix. Let's fix that chaotic music. There we go. We are playing a certified but Nordic game. Super duper certified plus Nordic. But Nordic. Because today, or earlier this week, a brand new game launched called Ravenbound that promises to be an action roguelite inspired by Scandinavian folklore. Truly an extremely threatening phrase to throw my direction. So, because we're extra, we've got our bingo card. We're gonna see if we can complete our bingo card. I should, however, make a copy of the bingo card on pen and paper, so that we know when we get a bingo. Chat, help me out with this. I'm gonna need the help. So as we, you know, see things on the bingo card, do shout them out. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the stream, and we'll see if we can get a bingo today. Additionally, though, because I'm extremely extra, I've got a collection of Norwegian folklore. This one in particular is the George Webb Dasent collection of popular tales of the Norse and Northern German peoples, with an introductory essay by the incredibly famous folklorist Rasmus B. Andersen. So it's from 1905, but, you know, folklore collections are relatively immune from the usual concerns of problem. So if we see, or I guess century-old out-of-dateness. So, if we see things that are in these stories here, we can take a look at some of those stories and have a good time. There will be some. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the big collections. For Norwegian ones, Asbjørnsens and Moe's collection of Norwegian folklore. I don't have access to that one. And I used to have access to Jon Aktusson's Islandskar Thjøsur Æventyr. But I've lost access to that. So we don't have that one either. So we're working with what we got today. Also, as we get started, thank you to Lonely Spaceboard for the 8 months of Prime sub with the, if you reef this, you're a dink happy April Fools. Good spelling right there. Anyway, I think that's it. Terralingua, Dildrum, Reed, everyone, good to see you all. So, let's take a look at it and see what we've got going on, and start checking out some Ravenbound. And there's the game, and there's that. Perfect.
In ages long forgotten, the island of Avol was a great flourishing garden, tended to by its protectors, the 6 gods of all that was. Their people knew no struggle, and their craft shone with potential. But the mind of the 6th god became twisted, and her heart turned on her brothers and sisters. All souls should be hers, she thought, and buried seeds of her malice and might over death into the very fabric of our vault, watching as it ate into the minds of all living things. The blessings of the remaining gods shielded those who were awash with their light. But all others fell to the hatred, and would do so forevermore.
Spooky.
Desperate attempt a being in the form of a raven that could carry their shared might against their lost sister. But the creation of the weapon left the Elri exposed. A weakness that the betrayer could not ignore. She took this chance to strike them down and imprison their immortal souls in tombs of her making, deep below the earth. Satisfied with her success,
it's
the betrayer
Morgoth.
retreated into the heart of Arvold, from where she would siphon the hatred from the world into herself. Yet the incomplete raven's weakened existence went unnoticed. Within its temple, it bides its time, lying in wait for champions strong enough to host its broken form.
Y'all just hate to see a girl boss winning? True.
Fulfill its purpose and end the betrayer's reign once and for all.
You missed the opening cutscene, in which there are 6 gods, one of whom is a betrayer god, because this is just, Tolkien and or Critical Role. And the betrayer god, killed and imprisoned the other gods, except that they put their power into the form of a raven. And we are bound to the raven, hence the name. I know, right? You'd think when they roll up and they're named the betrayer, that you'd predict this before it happens, but here we are. No one is genre savvy in these sorts of stories, and so here we are. Deep in the forest of Myrkskog, at the very center of Alvar, lies a curious island. Rumors speak of the great challenge and even greater treasure that hide within its caves, available only to the strongest of the strong. But for the moment the warriors' feet touch the island shore, their fate is set. Fall beneath the weight of the challenge, or rise to heights unseen since times of old. It's time for what is lost to be reclaimed. So, firstly, let's take a look at the bingo card, because we've already got some bingo points on here. I need to make this bigger, I think, because let me just open up a copy of it in a different tab. See if I've got one here. Which one is this? I don't remember. Where's horned helmets on this dang thing? I know we've got horned helmets on this thing, and I just don't... I've got 30... hang on. Let me get the exact one here so I can get through this. Hang on. Okay, it's in that folder. Gotcha. Sorry, I just want to get the exact copy up so I can see it in a version that's not tiny. I was not prepared. I don't know why I wasn't prepared, but here we are anyway. There we go. Perfect. Horned helmets. Good Ivan. Hello, Wolfie. Hello, Wolfie's friend. Let's see, what else do we have? Snowy Wastelands, not yet. Arbitrary Single Runes, not yet. Marvel references, not yet. Dual-wielding axes, I'm guessing we're gonna see very soon. Really, we don't have anything else yet. We're close. We could... The Fur and Bone, right, we could argue that the fact that one of the gods just had a deer's head, for reasons, could be wearing an entire animal, but I think we're not going to do that. I think we have a chance to get a better one. That being said, in terms of this being a folkloric, like, space and things, there are definitely precedents for this. The idea that there's an island that is spooky, but has great treasure. To me, sounds like Hervaratara. The fact that there is the island, I don't remember what the name of the island is. Samsei, I think. I think it's on Samsei. And that island is super cursed, and there's fire coming off it every night, and there is a great treasure buried inside if you're strong enough to make that happen. By the way, Weslix86, thank you for the follow just now. Oh, well, hello. It does. Let's see what we've got. One over-designed sword, check. One actually pretty good tunic, check. Boots with the fur, check. Longship, check. Yep. This sure is a Viking game, alright. This sure is. This sure is a Dark Souls game, alright. We have a jump. We don't have a roll. We've got a backstep, though. Ooh. Whee! We got 6 slides. We've got a charge attack. We've got a different charge attack. Why don't I have a good... We can put that away. Oh, we've got back shielding. We've got Legend of Zelda back shielding. You suggested ages ago that if you do an April Fool's stream, it should be Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, you super did. I chose to ignore that. Another champion approaches. Phase my vessels and prove you have what it takes to become my vessel. Well. Now, whenever you see this... Why aren't we doing the Sonic murder mystery? Oh, come on. Oh, did you not hear that, Lonely Space Borb? For April Fools, Team Sonic released an actual game that is free and apparently pretty good, in which Sonic gets murdered. And you are investigating it. Anyway, whenever you see this, I always have to wonder, like, do y'all think that rock, like, grows like a mushroom? Wee. That was funky. Well, that's spoilers, Jakista. Just because it's a fake murder mystery party, instead of actually getting murdered. Oh. Rip. Rip that generic Viking dude. That... I am slightly concerned. I am slightly concerned about the skeleton party, one of whom is definitely a werewolf. Oh jeez, that's... ugh. That's a control scheme. What? No, that wasn't a you need to delete the message. That is a... It's better marketing for just Sonic gets murdered. If you dodge right before an enemy hits... I see. Lore? Give lore. Oh no, are you already banned by Ravens? Not yet. We're working on it. Indeed. Pottery. Indeed. If you bite a werewolf, do we turn into a werewolf? Or, alternatively, the werewolf becomes a wereman. A man-man, if you will. Exactly. Let's see. So, fake runes. We love that. It is unknown how the Elri came into being. Only that they came together to forge the island of Alval and task themselves with guarding its people. Those who follow them know no pain and want for nothing. We give them our faith and our loyalty, and in turn they teach us and guard us against any encroaching darkness. We pause, and then we codex, and the codex has tutorials and lore. Okay. Well, I wonder, do we have Dwarf Deco on here? We do not have Dwarf Deco on here. Boo. So, no bingos. No bingo points for that. Stone of Beginnings 1, Betrayal. But the mind of the sixth god became twisted, and her heart turned on her brothers and sisters. All souls should be hers, she thought, and buried seeds into the of her malice and might over death into the very fabric of Auvark, watching as it ate into the minds of all living things. Oh dear. That sounds bad. Why? Now, I would suggest that your shield is supposed to do some part of this work. Just a thought. You know. Usually when one wishes to defend, you use the physical object that is very good at that. No? Just me? Alright. Focus is built up by that. If you don't do anything, you lose. You're gonna lose focus. Surging drains focus but gives a huge damage increase. Interesting. The shield is there for aesthetics. True. Grapple line? Roll that one by me again. That! Yep. Yep. Definitely. Makes perfect sense. Fling up. This game has great physics. I love it. Fantastic. Lore. Don't think I don't see the lore over here. Hello, lore. Lore? Stone of Beginnings 2. Forged. The blessings of the remaining gods shielded those who were awash with their light, but all others fell to the hatred, and would do so forevermore. This is just the tutorial. This is just the opening dialogue in case you were, lazy and or fast and, you know, skipped it. But man, the dwarf deco is, extremely real. Elites are scary. Noted. Elites drop fragments depending on their element and rarity. The remains of this creature's soul is corrupted by their hatred, but we may yet have use of it. Why does one always have to commit violence against the innocent padre? You think that padre is innocent? That padre knows what it did. Ooh, we got an achievement. Fancy. And a chest. Hello, chest. We get a card. You pick a card that is added to your hand. Okay. Sure. Apparently this is a deck builder? This is news to me, but apparently this is a deck builder. Also a deck builder with a very beautiful environment art. Like, that is gorgeous. It's very, you know, stereotypical Scandinavia. Island in the middle of the Baltic. Gotta have mountains in view, right? Lofoten is the only place in Scandinavia. It's definitely, you know, Samsa is definitely not flatter than most pancakes. No. Who would believe that? And it is fairly transparent, right, that this is, fancy. Fuck your padre. This is fairly transparent in its influences in that it is pretty much what we expect. Ooh, choose a reward. Armor increased by 10. Or health increased by 30%. Gee. We'll play that card, I guess. Okay. Sure. I don't know what that did, necessarily. It gave us a helmet. I don't know. You ask a great question, Wolfie. But, I have no answers. Wee. Aw. Okay, Terralingo, but after stream, give pets from me to your spicy shortlings, because spicy shortlings are adorable. Stone of Beginnings, Entombment, we get lore points, but it's the thing we already heard. Yeah, Wolfie, look. Pick the battles. We pick our battles, and if we got mad at every video game that had backscabbards, we'd be here a while. Music has good drums, right? Like, the music has really good drums. They are doing good work here. Sweet. 3 fragments? That gives us more. We've drawn a relic. They're active passively. Interesting. Whenever we empower fragments, we gain a mana. Guard health increased. Weapon damage increased. Apparently thimbles give us magic damage. I don't know. But I think that's going to be good for us. So we're just going to wait for that, because that'll be kind of hanging out waiting for us, I guess. Whee! Whee! A bit 13th century? That sword feels extremely late 13th century. With some, you know, extra flair nonsense. Nice gate. Oh, we can climb as well. Well, that's fun and exciting. Ow. Let's see. So if we run up here and we jump and then we climb. Oh. Whee! And hello, bird. No fear. Wow, this place is so gothic. Apparently I need Victorian Gothic elevators on my bingo cards. I don't know if this is on the bingo card, but it might be. It is not, on a technicality. This is the Tree of Life symbol, that is originally not Norse, but particularly in neo-pagan movements, is almost universally associated with Yggdrasil. I believe it's originally Jewish. Or more originally Jewish. But yeah, no, pretty much this whole thing, with the tree, with its branches almost reaching, in a Scandinavian context, is a neo-pagan way of depicting Yggdrasil. Given that the air tree given that the Earth Tree is, you know, also just Yggdrasil, that's probably not surprising. Okay. Clip that. Make your way to Svali. Whoa. Since when could we do this? Whoa. There's the horned helmets again. Okay. Really? This island went overlooked? Alright, alright. 1, 2... I assume there's one there. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Is that a ship arrow? How do I land? I don't know how I land. If I land, I don't know how I take off. Oh god, please don't tell me there's fall damage. There's no fall damage. We're good. We're good. Flawless, yep. Absorb hatred fragment. Alright. Mana. And then we do this. And then we do this. And then we have mana. Exactly. Stone Ship Burial. So, this is a history reference. We love that, right? This is a style of burial that is super duper popular in the, really, 10th century is when it's at the most popular, though there have been some found significantly earlier and some found later. Basically, right, ideally, you put someone in a boat. What happens if you don't have a boat on hand? Well, you make a symbolic boat made out of big rocks. And so the largest one of these, or what happens if you want to make a, if you want to bury someone in something bigger than a boat? Then you make a fake boat. So, Harald Blåton, prior to his conversion to Christianity, when he has to bury his father, Gorm the Old, makes a giant burial mound, and then puts a stupid big ship setting around it in Denmark at Royal Yelling. And so it is like a couple 100 meters across. Pretty ridiculous. Don't suppose I'm able to transform. No. I'm hoofing it, huh? Alright. Mountaineering. Our favorite. Ow. That can't be right. There's gotta be a way to transform back into a raven to get around. That seems like it would be silly otherwise. Yeah. This has gotta be one of those spots. I was like, nope, something didn't make sense. Whoa. Ah, yes. What is in the giant stone tower that has conveniently gotten ruined? Anything? No? Maybe a little bit? Just a little bit. No? A tree? There's a tree inside the tower. I think that might be about it. There's someone making noises. I'd say those are the guys making noises. Well, I'm sure they're friendly. I will definitely share that. Okay. Well, so much for them being friendly. Alright, well, let's... Interesting. Huh. Hang on, that did weird things. Why is the game aspect ratio all sorts of weird? Let's try that again, yeah. So, those guys look like they were generically goblins, firstly. Right? Little, like, gremlin guys with greenish skin, wearing tooths, necklaces made out of teeth. And... what are these? Oh. I understand. When empowering hatred fragments, you draw hatred cards, which take effect immediately. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hatred gained from empowering fragments will fill the bars in the lower right hand. Oh. Heck. Ow. Once a bar of hatred is filled, you'll have a permanent hatred fragment, which will not be cleared until after we finish a tube. Good to know. All this makes sense, but what if instead of doing that, I fought somebody? Whee. Osmund Fries. The roads are full of danger, but fortune can be found by those who travel them. We are both lucky today. I am carrying weapons and armor to the village's blacksmith. Perhaps you can relieve me of some? I walk away with a coin and a lighter bag, and you with brilliant new gear. Zoe, thank you for the 11 months of Prime. I don't have either of those. So... ooh. Yes, yes, yes. So, hey there, folks. Ow. You have a... huh. That's a very particular helmet. That's a very particular helmet. I just noticed that. But that person looked like they had... that person... I think I want more mana. Because that makes that, that makes that. Hooray. Graves contain unplayed cards from other players, which gives us all sorts of fun stuff. Gotcha. Weapon damage way up. Let's do that. What's up with this, like, weird color? Like, why do these lose their textures at a distance? Funky thing? Flint earring. Yeah. And then we run up here in this very gothic tower, and we have a great time. And is that more hatred I see? Oh. What do you mean I can't carry any more fragments? I don't need 2 of them. This is fine. Unlock another relic slot, gain more mana, or regain lost health. We'll gain more mana. I need even 1 more yet, so I won't play the card yet. But as soon as I get 1 more. A little worried about the term hatred there? We'll see, right? We'll have to see. Could be super spooky. But to be honest, it also looks as much like it's just like Alien from the hit movie Alien as it is anything else. I know it's called a xenomorph, but shh. Okay, these guys again. Let's see if I can get a better look at them. Collect a fragment and collect another fragment. And then we empower those again, and that should create us another one, right? Right? Theoretically, that gives us 1 more there. We'll grab the Traveler's Armor, I guess. I guess we'll do that. Then we'll do this, which gives us 4 there. So we get a Borebone Needle, which gives us another relic there, and is great. The hatred has been sleeping into us. Does the degree of... Oh wow, that is the most dwarf deck of sword I've ever seen. Anyway. The goblin... Right, the goblin-y enemies, I wonder if there's, like, codex information on them at all? No? No? Boo. I would love a bestiary. I would love a bestiary for that. But they look to me like they are dominantly inspired by redcaps. Oh. And by the way, Peter, thank you also for the 24 months of Prime. Ow. That's bad. Ow. I am bleeding. Well, that's bad. I guess. Oh well. These aren't goblins, right? I mean, the people probably aren't goblins. They have the same names, though. Which is what makes that so difficult. But... yeah, it's... seems to me, that... they are... you could potentially see them as, like, Tomter or something similar, but they look to me primarily like, They really do primarily look to me like they are redcaps, which are Manx. So they're from the Isle of Man. Very much not medieval. Significantly more modern than that. Like 18th, 19th century. But are spirits that, you know, you just kind of don't want to futz with too bad. Because they're... Really? That didn't... Ah. That didn't work? Yeah, everyone's just a little bit squishy. Temporarily extinguish the hatred. Let's see what it reveals. Cool. Absorb those, and we'll do that. And we get a guaranteed hatred. Yep. Yep. We'll get a mercenary's armor. I don't know that that's different. Then we absorb 5 mana. Which doesn't really do anything good for us, but that's fine. Don't know how the heck I get out of here, but we'll figure that out too. I think the stairs are probably a good way. But yeah, red caps are mischievous, but I would not say they're particularly threatening. If you piss them off, they'll you know, kill you. Because that's what they do. That's what everyone does. But otherwise, you know, if you leave stuff out for them, or you just don't do, play according to their rules, then they'll do things like, you know, do your harvest for you. Making sure that's all the best quality, help out with drying all of the things. So, you know, generally useful things to have. More permanent hatred, and a shield charm, and in ear. So firstly, let's drain that, because I don't care about it. Secondly, let's check on the things. Hello? Game? Game. Game. Good lord. That's fine. Foresight, mana, or destined fortune. Let's just gain more mana. Gaining more mana seems helpful. Right, red caps are just fun little fellas, exactly. Right, they're not a huge threat. They're not the end of the world. Don't try and ruin their day. Don't behave in certain, like, disrespectful ways. Don't go off the path if they're calling to you when you're walking home late at night. Because you will get disappeared, and getting disappeared is probably not fun. As long as you do those things, you're gonna be just fine. Hello. Woo. The Tomb of Gales has opened. With dwarf, like, Art Deco Petra? Like, this is just Art Deco Petra, right? In a volcano. It's fine. Nothing suspicious to see here. I'm glad to find that the wings have kept your wings steady, dear Raven. How will you hear to us? Alright. Suspicious mausoleums, check. Weird banging noises, check. Yeah, feels kind of dwarven. Exactly, Sheepsterina. When I say Art Deco, I specifically mean, right, in the Lord of the Rings movies, they... Weta Workshop, when selecting the aesthetic for each of the, for each of the, you know, fantasy races, they went with Art Nouveau for the Elves of Rivendell, and they went with Art Deco for the Dwarves of Moria. Ow. That's a phase shift. Oh, okay, no explosions, just sad. Oh boy. Ow. Damn it. Stunned everyone. That's fine. That's bad. Ah, damn. Damn. Vessel has fallen. Results. Damage taken, 72,861. We dealt, like, 10 million. I don't know how we did that. Survived 42 minutes, and then died horribly. Die, deal 10 critical hits. Udlai. So, I assume these are the humanoids that are outlaws. Udlai. I assume those are not the, Complete the Tomb of Gales, complete the tombs, complete the tombs. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Can I see, are there more? Like, does it tell me anything more about the different people around? No. Die, die, no, no, no. Combat. 50 Utlai. Kilton Drager. Alright, well, even though we haven't run into any yet, you know, that's a bingo card mark. Because if we go here, there's super duper, Drager. Column, row 2, column 5. So let's just mark that off now, because we're gonna need that. What else? Hulder. Hulder, Troll, Tuftir. I have no idea who the Tuftir are supposed to be. Don't know who most of these are supposed to be. There's a lot of stuff left, huh? Well then. Power granted, rest for the weary. We unlock more cards. which will do more stuff. Hooray. More things. More things. Cool. Here we go again. Actually, before we go again, driva björk. Uh-huh. Cool. Before we go again, I think it's time for us to take a quick ad break. So, if you've been enjoying this, certainly make sure you hit that follow button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. This is a fun work. This is a fairly fun roguelite. Yeah, there's some jank. We expect some jank though. I'm not too worried about it. So we're obviously going to be playing this for a couple hours yet, but rather than doing ads every, like, kind of randomly whenever Twitch decides, because that's bad, it makes bad content, no one likes that. We'll just take ad breaks about every hour. Gives me a chance to stand up and stretch. I recommend you all do the same, get something to eat, all that jazz. So I'll leave you with this title music, and some very lovely snails going on quests. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes, alright? Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed that ad break. And as a reminder, subscribers to the channel do get an ad-free viewing experience. Well, I think it is mostly subscribers hanging out watching anyway. And you are all incredibly appreciated. If you have not done so yet, and want to help support the channel, do consider hitting that follow button and hitting that subscribe button. If you're just tuning in though, welcome to Ludo History. My name's Adam, as always, and we are playing Ravenbound, a roguelite action RPG inspired by Scandinavian folklore. Now, I have a graduate degree in Scandinavian studies, so that is targeting me, and me specifically. So, we are checking it out, hanging out, having a good time, and seeing if we can get a bingo. Currently, actually, we're only, like, filled out 2 squares in the last hour, so that's actually not too bad. We've seen plenty of other very expected things, but not things that are on the bingo card this time around. And Zoe, yes, the quest nails are on a ladder. In fact, I cut them out of a larger thing, in which they were actually climbing up to besiege a tower. There are dual axes. Is dual axes on the bingo card? Was I blind? Dual wielding axes is on the bingo card. Let's mark that one off as well. Fantastic. 3. We have only found 3 things on the bingo card. That'll change. Don't worry. So, let's hop back into the game. And let's keep going with more Ravensbound. One thing here before we do hop in, I want to just appreciate that they have avoided one of the most common pitfalls in Game But Nordic. While exploring this space, right? Firstly, they've gone, okay, we're going full Shield Maiden. Right? Shield Maidens only. And that's fine. Shield Maidens are oddly not on the bingo card, they probably should be. But, they helpfully did not say, hey, you know, inspired by Scandinavian folklore, means it's therefore interesting or good that everyone is, you know, pale as glue. They did not do that, and we appreciate that they did not do that. So, you know, just want to acknowledge the fact that lots of Scandinavian-inspired games trip over that very low hurdle, but we acknowledge and appreciate the diversity. Women of color in video games is good. Ooh. Oh. We're back. Alright, that sure is a moveset. Yep. Yep. Fantastic. Let's go. And by let's go, I mean let's immediately dive into the center of this camp. Well, that took way more damage than I should have. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's just grab these cards instead. Destined Fortune or Mercenary's Armor. Let's grab the Mercenary's Armor, because, you know, we need that. Absorb another Hatred Fragment, and then immediately redeem that. Worn Twin Axes are, you know, superior. And Sharpened Blade, Lost Mana, or Reinforced Armor. We're gonna get the mana. Then we're gonna use the mana to, immediately upper armor. Beautiful. Another good fragment. I don't think I can cross that. You wish there were chickens in this game? True. I wish there was just more stuff in this world at the moment. That's my immediate thought, is just, like, this is okay. But can there be more? More stuff in this world. And hopefully we'll see that as we get, you know, more things. Explore more places, progress farther into the game. All that stuff. A compliment coming in from Raptorus. The traversal actually feels really fun. Right? I'll be honest, the traversal actually does feel quite good. And there's a, like, really good way to get a view of their architecture and world. Super helpful from a design perspective, to be able to just zoom around. Hey, what do you think the odds are that these are Draegar? Alright, they're pretty tough, not gonna lie. And I'm poisoned. Because of course they do poison. Ow. We're doing okay, I think. Whoop. This is what we call an experimental one. Clear a hard Draugr camp. It hurts to see how the hatred has made these souls waste their undeath. They're Draugr. What do you mean, make them waste their undeath? They're Draugr, that's what they do. Their primary job is to hunt. Carefully crafted earrings of axes. Critical hit chance increased by 20%, while below 70% health. Let's grab that one, because that one's super good. And we'll absorb a hatred fragment and hopefully get more mana. Hopefully? Hopefully? Yeah, there it is. Mana. We'll use the mana. That'll do that. And then we'll do that, which will get us that. Which means every time we empower, we're going to get more stuff. But that being said, we're going to get rolled, so it doesn't super matter. Like, we're not going to survive this. Let's be honest. So, the nitpick that needs to be redeemed is, really to do with the emptiness, because that just makes stuff happen. Like, nonsense human and animal sacrifice rituals. Like, what is the context for this ritual? Yay, there's a goat. Do we see living goats anywhere? No. Have we met other, like, ordinary sane people? One. Just one. But they've been murdered, sacrificed, presumably by the Draugr for something. Don't know what, but something. And a nitpick number 2. Yes, you get a double nitpick today. Color this in. I don't mind the fact that the runestone, and this is a runestone, doesn't actually have any runes on it. Does this hit the Satanism? That's a good question. Chat, what do you think? Does arbitrary human sacrifices for no reason other than creating piles of bones count as Satanism? Yeah? Yeah? Also the fact that specifically a goat sacrifice? Yeah. Alright. Satanism. Let's see. What is... We still need to keep an eye out for tattoos and undercuts. Like, I've not been paying attention to that, but it's a definite maybe on there being tattoos and undercuts. Anyway. One thing they are doing that's, like, at least worth mentioning here, by the way, is this is a dolmen. This is a Neolithic burial, style that has spooky ghost lights in it. And spooky ghost lights is fine. And then skeletons. So, like, this is typically, undead in, certainly Viking Age and later Scandinavian folklore live in Bronze Age burial mounds, rather than, Neolithic ones, but, you know, I don't loathe it. The other thing notable in this area is this guy. We've seen some, like, canid, some, like, cynocephaly, so dog-headed people skeletons around, but this one is specifically a, well, elk, American elk-headed, skeleton, which makes me think of, shapeshifter narratives, like in, Hrol Saga Kraka, when one of the brothers of Böðvar Bjarki, a bearman, famous hero, one of his brothers, named Elgfrodi, the Wise Moose, has at least, he's kind of more like a moose centaur, but still is at least, you know, a folkloric reference that's worth acknowledging. Couple 100 meters this way. Let's go. Ghost lights. Oh. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Should I go die to this person? I don't know what this person is, but I want to go die to them. Oh. Alright, they cast magic. An attempt was made. And the game crashed. It happens. No big deal. We just go again. They have lightning magic. Their lightning magic cursed my transferred all the way into my computer and broke it. Let's try that again, yeah?
In ages long forgotten.
Yeah, we know. Okay. Let's try that again. Who are our other options? Sword and shield, and more dual axes. Let's do more dual axes. Well, rest in peace. Let's be less dumb this time. And instead of, you know, running face first into face first into all of the baddies. You know, dying against whatever this, like, ghost... Oh, those must be Haxen. That's what they must be witches. That must be what they're doing with that, is they're using the, a Swedish borrowing, I believe, from German, or Swedish cognate to German. However that adds up. To say, hello, yes, here are witches. Here be witches. They are dangerous, and you should not go fight them, because they'll murder you thoroughly. Luckily, I have no particular sense of self-preservation, so, you know. Oh, that's a single enemy, but it is a Droiger, so... God, I cannot see a dang thing here. Come on. No. Get over here. We got another one. You haven't checked dual axes off yet? Well, congratulations. We have now checked dual axes off. That should help. Gain a bunch of mana. That should help us get set up now. So now we can go clear some camps, right? Now that the, now that we've cleared this, we should be able to, for at least a little while, be able to clean out some of the local camps. Like the one of the Utlair over here. Oh. Or I can fall down here again, and look like a derp. That works too. Alright. Come on, Outlaws. I'm not scared of you. I don't know if I should be scared of you, but I'm not scared. Hello, are you just... You're just a gambler. Okay, well... We're not... Where are you in? We have no money, so I'm not worried about that. Oof. Oh dear. Ah, dang it. There we go. There we go. Ah, damn it. I just, like, forgot to dodge that. That's fine. Now, what the heck sort of helmet was that person wearing? That person was not wearing an anything helmet. That was goofy. Oh well, we got a fragment. Is that all we got from that? A single fragment? No, 2 fragments. 2 whole fragments. So, first things first, if they happen to have a health refill. No? No, no health refill? Alright, alright. We've got well below 50% health, weapon damage is increased, worn twin axes. These all seem to do basically the same things. Just saying, these all seem to be roughly the same. Of 50% extra, or 125% damage. Is that more than doubling? Right, I guess that's the question. Is that 25% more damage, or is that more than doubling the amount of damage? Windmill! Chat, we must murder it. Ah! Get wrecked, Mr. Giant. Chat, I think we're doing damage. Look at all the fun lines that are showing up. The giants. Ha. Ah, I got jump scared by that guy. Oh boy. That worked shockingly well. I did not expect that to go that well. We'll do that, I guess. And then we'll play that right away. And then we'll add another one to our hand. It basically is just a reroll, right? We'll grab the Pouch of Liveliness, so that way when we get mana, we can get more health. Because more health seems, important. Color in your runestones. It'll make it look so much more vibrant. How historically wrong is the windmill? I mean, as if Viking Age, not even slightly. This game doesn't pretend to be exclusively Viking Age, even though most of the references thus far have been. So, whatever. Like, if you want to say this is like a, I don't know, 18th century windmill, I'm not gonna be too upset at you over it. It's not the end of the world. So, right, but there's a certain looseness that it gets away with, by virtue of... Oh, heck. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I am very low on health, though. Wow. I would love to get far enough to not be in, like, critical health all the time. Butterflies! Whee! Who's attacking me? That was weird. I heard a rah! And then combat music. And then there was no one there. Oh well. We are here now. And... dang it, you were blocking. I'm not gonna try and do anything fancy here. I'm just gonna try and, basically, as long as I've got... oh. "17 health and a dream." Please have a... Please have an anything? Well then. I just want a chest. I just want to know where there's a chest where I can heal up. Or where I might have a chance of rolling something that will heal me up. I was down to 2 health at one point, I know. Maybe... I don't think I have any cash, but maybe this town is going to help us. This looks like a safe spot. Right? Right? Please? Hey! Valhus. Hello. I have 0 coins. I would love if I could heal, though. Any heal spots? Any... 50 coins to heal. Maybe I just shouldn't ask. Not getting hurt is 99.9% effective. Oh. Fair enough. Why are you my main quest? The Urlai of this island have become more ruthless than ever before, and all signs point to them readying an attack. Sure. I am so gonna die. I'm gonna walk out here. Gonna go, wow, this is neat. And then like, wow, there's baddies right here, and I have 17 health. I have 9 health. I have dead. That was not exactly shocking, was it? Drager deterring armor. Neat. Okay. Well, we're getting close to a bunch of stuff, but overall, I think we've been pretty underwhelming here. I didn't actually want to reroll them, but that's fine. I guess. I have plenty. We're gonna go back to a Sword and Shield one. And we're gonna see how that goes. Because it can't go worse than all of these options have. Right? Right? Wow. 3,000 meters away. Whee! Ow. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't super appreciate getting flung into the void like that. Do you just do it like a sick flip at me? Neat. How practical would it be to just, like, turn into a bird? True. Did I just troll myself? I feel like I super did. There we go. Luckily it cancelled the other thing, so that's fine. Weapon damage increased. Ugh. Another fragment of hatred? I hate that. That's alright. Let's go for armor. Now we just need to locate some mana. And we need to climb up. I feel like I want to climb up this, because reasons. Well, I want to see if it is climbable, at least. And we'll go from there. Alright, Peter. Have a good rest of your day. Have fun and avoid dying. We'll have one of those two things. I think it's pretty straightforwardly only going to be one of those two. Oh god, that... I fell so far. This is an elaborate setup. Holy heck. This is, I think, the most elaborate, like, non-dungeon space we've seen. Drop on top of that, we walk off of that. And then we go here, and we just get a chest. Oh. It's like, no, because there's enemies nearby. I found the enemies. You predict that I'll die within 10 minutes? Well, I'm glad you have faith in me, huh? The helmets on these guys are kinda funky. And by kinda, I mean, ugh. Gotta clear out the entire encampment? Come on. Making me actually, like, finish playing the area. Tragic. You keep dying or almost dying. You have yet to prove. I have yet to prove that I won't die. Well, yeah, that's neither here nor there. Come on, mana. Yes, mana. Perfect. We'll use that, and then we will immediately use that. Then, we've got all these, so we choose another ward here. Jagged Thimble, Sharpened Arms, or a Fragment of Hatred. Sharpened Arms. And we're getting closer to more hatred, but that's okay. Like that's the closest one. Looks like this might be the closest one. Never mind. Solidly not the closest one. I don't want to know if that's fall damage. But I assume flinging myself off of a very tall object is not a great way to avoid that. I'm just assuming. God's sake. Run over here and then attack me, and then I kill you. Thank you. Then we collect a fragment, and then we collect a fragment, and then we collect a hatred fragment, then we do this again, and then we get grave goods. A mercenary's armor looks fantastic for 51 HP. And then just a rest for the weary. So that's just all in our deck, so when we get mana, we can do a bunch of stuff. Which, relatedly, I think it's about time that we run down to the flight point and go get ourselves some mana by doing main quest stuff. Was that an old message and I just didn't see it? Magistressa? Yep, a happy time zone. Apologies for time zone. No, all the way. Thank you. Ow. Yep, those were the Utlash. What sort of weird-ass, weapon have you got there? He's got a very weird weapon. Like some sort of giant, absolutely enormous, random thing. I know, I didn't super pay attention. We'll do that again, and then we'll consume another hatred, which is not optimal, but that's okay. Just gonna pull this up. We can get Flint or an Assassin's Hairpin. An Assassin's Hairpin looks great. Then we'll open this, and we'll see if this is something useful. Sharpened Blade, more money, or Foresight. I think we go Foresight, which is going to, we're going to play, which is going to be that, and then, well, that's not now super high value play. I think it does help us, because it lets us equip that, and it lets us equip that, and then we can use the next 5 we get to do all of this. Any favorite very young children's books? I mean, I haven't kept an eye on the children's book. I feel like there's gotta be a lot of great new ones. So, let's now head this way. Oh. Snow-covered Droiger return. Droiger. Whee! Buzz. Troll the Droiger by buzzing them. Whee! And then we'll buzz the giant rift in the earth. And become that. Oh, it's another Droiger time. Ow. That hit? Come on, attack me. That's gonna be a second attack, and then I get... Guard break in. 2, 3, 4. And then I get an invulnerability. 3, 4. Okay, now I back off. Then I get invulnerability, pop that. And get a kill. You'll need... kids... You'll need... to be very careful with Grim... Like, child-friendly Grim Fairy Tales is a little bit of a contradiction of terms. Like, super not gonna lie. Alright, now, we equip that. We do this. And then we're a bit low on health, so let's just do this. Heal up all the way. Have a great time. Good use of all of our things. Let's see what's around now. Now that we are in actually really good condition. Full health, good armor, good stuff, and a Dear Man shopkeeper. Hello. Maybe I'll push use the weapon drop. We'll just see how that goes. Alright, that's fair. It's gonna cost a lot, but that's fine. It at least does something interesting. And let's go explore yet another suspicious looking ruin. Why are there so many just suspicious looking ruins around here? Don't actually answer that, I know the answer. Oh, you didn't die? That's fine. Where's the other? I don't know. Was there only one thing? Okay. Fine. Power gained, more relics. Lost riches, more of those. Let's have a heal in reserve, so that way when we get a chance we can just do that. Oh, there's a guy right there. Fancy. I'm gonna head over towards this town, because I assume this is the same side quest. And I will be curious to see... Actually, we'll go this way first. Then... Well, that's handy to know. Alright. Band of Lovers Longing, Key of the Strong, or a Bronze Ear Hook. We'll grab the Key of the Strong. That's gonna be our top priority. And then the goal is to just get as much mana as we can. So we got lost mana. We just hang on to that for a moment, because I don't need to burn it yet. And then... we start heading this way. Well, since there's an enemy band here... there we go. Please stop. Game, you feeling okay? Game feels slow. You told your baby cousin Changa last time? That's a good one. I mean, not necessarily super happy, but a good one. There's a lot of good folktales, right? In particular, I find that, like, folktales that focus on, love stories of some variety are in particular ones that tend to get put into kids' versions and are, like, well suited for that task. There is, of course, the flip side of, you know, allonormativity. But, well, given that the options are... the three folk stories are, love story, kid meets animal companions, goes on adventures, romantic interest, question mark, or dying horribly in the woods. I feel like there is kind of a limit to how upset you can be about it. Like, at some point, it's just a necessary fact that there are, a lot of stories that do not super gel with modern... sensibilities isn't the right word, but modern inclusivity, and you have to work around them. Kids meet animal companions, romantic entrance, question mark, is always a fun time. True. Always a great time. A lot of ones from the Balkans that are just that. Ow. There we go. Alright, Zoe. Good to see you as always. Have Chicago a big storm, so you gotta... yeah. Absolutely take care of yourself. But stay well. Mana. More mana. Heal the strong. Trigger deterring armor. Oh hey, we got this armor. That armor is way goofier than I thought it was going to be. Wow, that's incredible. Permanent hatred, yep. Reimer's Essence Streamer. Well, it's the second one of those. We'll just grab one of these, and then we will immediately drain it. For the cash. This armor is way goofier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, wow. The good part of this armor. The blue. The bad part of this armor. No, there is another good part of this armor. The crest. Well, I prefer that would be made out of bristles, right? To be historically accurate, this sort of crest shape, should be just like a boar. Boar's head bristles, so it's got a little animal head on it, and then some short or not so short, boar's hairs around it. But The rest of the armor is a bit goofy. I am a particular fan of the sneaky skull. And I don't even know where to start on that, the face mask. Like, oh boy. Well, town looks good. Whee. Hey. Hello. Uh-huh. Kill the Earthly responsible for the attacks, who are right there and right over there. Yeah, we can do that. Shouldn't even be that tricky. We got plenty of health right now, and if we need to, we can run back into the village in order to purchase heals. So that should be fine. What was that big glowy thing? Hello? Big random glowy? Homestar. Heimstar. I'm sure this is fine. Maybe we'll go for more mana right now. Maybe for the moment we'll just go for more mana. And then we'll run over here and we'll get ourselves a second hatred fragment, and that's gonna suck. There it is. Jesus. Voila! So let's do this. Then we'll do this. That's gonna give us another one. Permanent hatred, yep. We get a leech. And then we grab this. And we grab... This is such a bad idea. I will observe that I am giving these guys another 10%. Do that, that'll give us another one of those, which will be great. And then I just can't open anything else, because, yeah. That'll go exactly as badly as you'd think it would. With two things locked, literally any fragments, or anything other than fragments that I grab are gonna be a problem. So I just can't open any more chests. So what we're gonna do, is we're gonna buy a heal, and then we're gonna go actually, like, do the story. Oh. Maybe someone has heals? Right. Someone in this town has heals, right? Not gonna have to spend mana when I can spend gold. Right? Right? Yeah, there you are. Hello, Sir Apothecary. Healing. Thank you. And we'll do that, I guess. And then... I don't know. Let's go over here and pull a draw on this if I've got the coins. We'll find out if I got the coins real fast. That is not worth it. Like, that is basically the armor I have, but slightly worse. So, no thanks. Oh, are we humiliating people in Mario Kart now? Is that what we're doing, chat? Mario Kart or Smash Brothers or both? I mean, we can do both. Equal opportunity. Okay. Anyway, let's try this main story thing again, right? We should be able... I say should be able to. The big question mark with doing this is, you know, I have revealed a lot of Fragments of Hatred. So this boss is like up 60, 70, 80% HP. Well, we are in better shape armor-wise than we have been at any point. Ow. We are not doing a lot of damage. I'll be honest. What? That was a freaking dead angle. What? Nonsense. Nonsense. I don't believe it. I don't count it. I don't think it's right. We did pretty good though. Like, I'm not actually super... Like, we did pretty good. We get more cards. We got one more card at least. Neat. Whoa, we have different traits we can unlock. Okay. That's helpful. Simlar. Ulvar. So, dear people, humans, or Ulvar. Commanding presence. Put damage up when you're down. Gotcha. Twin sword, great axe, or long sword. Fancy. Okay, well, what should I spend these resources on? I think we want to be a lycanthrope. I think that'll be funny. I think I don't have anything. Me is bleeding. Yeah. I think that'll be funny. Perfect. So, before we hop back in, we do need to take another ad break so I can stand up and chat. So, just as a heads up, right, we do take an ad break about every hour. Well, it's been slightly longer than that this time, but, you know, roughly. So I can stand up, stretch, and otherwise do self-care. I encourage you to do the same, but if you've been enjoying this, do make sure you hit that follow button for all sorts of historical rambling, dubious quality of gameplay, and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna leave you with some music here, and our good friend, Questing Snails. And then we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere. So, if you are just tuning in, welcome to Ludo History. My name is Adam, as always. We are checking out Ravenbound, a roguelite inspired by Scandinavian folklore. Given that I have a graduate degree in that subject, that is a threatening... It has a game with a very threatening aura. We are entering our final segment of today's stream, so about an hour yet to go. To just hang out, check out this game, get some initial impressions, and see where we are at on getting bingo. We're actually not doing super well on bingo. I am uncertain that we have actually gotten any closer? Like any further? Let's take a look at it. Dual wielding axes we got. Satanism we got with the random human sacrifice. Draeger we have. Horned helmets we have. Do we have anything else? We haven't seen any Veivisir, any Galdrastavir, I should say. The Veivisir, the Ayusian, or anything like that. We haven't seen use of mushrooms for quote-unquote ritual purposes. Skull masks are, like, dubious. There's some things that look like they may have been, but it's hard to tell, you know, is that just the fact that Draugr are skeletons? Berserker Rage? Yes, we can check this one off, actually. There's a few different ways we can run that. We could run that with one of the abilities being, you know, as you lose health, you deal more damage. Or we could run that with the frenzy thing. Let's see, we've got famous Viking Age libraries. We haven't seen any books around. Interior space have actually been very limited and boring. So, wearing an entire animal is probably the next one we're likely to get, but haven't seen that either. And we haven't really seen tattoos and undercuts in here. So, you know, we can also check off the Snowy Wastelands. well, we've not seen a ton of snowy areas. It's definitely mountainous, and up on the tops of the mountains are definitely snowy and definitely a wasteland. So, we're doing okay. We're at, what, 6? What is the overall impression? Fun, bland, awful, more myth, or more 19th century folklore? It's definitely more, like, myth and legend than it is 19th century folklore. There's been a few things where they say, like, they said there were, oh, Huldra and trolls, and those are, the way those are depicted are very much modern, but I haven't seen anything that gets confirmed to be the Huldra. And then we haven't seen anything that looks like... There we go. Ah, heck, I didn't want to reroll again. No. Dang it. Ladies with hollow backs and cow/foxtails. You would think. That would be what the name would imply, would it not be? Whether or not that's actually what happened, what we're getting, not super clear to me. Whee. Anyway, we're a wolf now. Ow. I'll say, the other thing we are definitely seeing plenty of, is still on desk view. I am so sorry, everyone. You didn't miss anything. Just me losing. Apologies for that. I'm a professional. But grab that. Why are you a wolf now? Because I specifically re-rolled in order to become a wolf. Like, I re-rolled multiple times to make sure that I picked up a wolf. Well, we definitely run like a wolf. That's interesting. Alright, basically I just wanted to see how it plays differently and whether or not that's, you know, better. Because there was the question of, you know, Reed, I think, had asked, why is specify humans? Does that mean that there's people who aren't humans? The answer to that, it turns out, is yes. What a strange game. Bronze ear hook, guard health. More bone needles. Guard health. Then we'll open this up. Wolf. We are a wolf. Then we will grab this again. We'll use this in order to play that. In order to then get the bone needle. I don't want to use this. We'll just drain this, which should give me more weapon damage, which will be fun. Perfect. Whee! God, this game is silly. I mean, I'm kind of a fan, but also, like, this game is objectively very silly. And we are going to try and be significantly smarter about this than we have been thus far. We're going to try and do this early. And we're going to do that in order to head over here. And then, well, after we do that, we're gonna go get rid of the hatred and use the hatred to go clean up some stuff. And then before it gets too bad, we're going to remind ourselves that, it doesn't have to be this way. And we're just gonna do the main quest while the boss is still vaguely beatable. Right? Sound like a plan? 'Cause, that big hatred boss, if they end up stacking health and damage, because I've been, like, faffing around grinding for too long, evidently is a huge hassle, and I would like to beat them today, so, you know. We'll see how that goes. I'm a sneak. There's that, and come on, tell me that there's a chest. Don't want to go all this way just to not have a chest. There it is. I don't mind doing that. Find twin axes. Yeah, find twin axes seem great. And then maybe we'll open this in order to get another relic slot, more mana, or an armor reinforcing. We'll do this, and then we'll just hold off. Where's the next, like, spot I can fly from? Right there. Alright, then since we're here, we're gonna take, or in the area, sort of, kind of, we're gonna take on this guy. By the way, another thing that is not on the bingo card, that probably should be, is Northern Lights. Because they are, for being something that does not really appear in medieval folklore, it is pretty remarkable how big a part of the imagination of what that folklore must have been like, or what this world must have been like. Wow. By the way, this turns out this game's actually easy. Weird that they don't mention it. Yeah. I mean, a little bit. Not really that weird. There... Bro. Why? Like... I don't know, they sometimes show up in, I think it's Sami folklore, but for the most part it's like, they're not that common in Denmark. Like, they're a big deal in Iceland. But if you want to interpret the... If you want to interpret, these as, like, reflections of ancient material, then you should not be surprised. When, they, like... I don't know, you shouldn't, I guess, be that surprised when the Northern Lights don't appear. 'Cause, yeah, they, like... They're not that... I don't know, they're not that common. Mercenaries armor, yes. Flying twin axes, yes. Don't necessarily care about the guard health that much. I know, I lost track of that sentence a little bit, but you understand the point, right? Like... Like, if the thing we are concerned about, interested in, or otherwise paying attention to is the myths as reflections of ancient material, then it's not a surprise that there aren't stories about something that doesn't appear very often. You can, however, interpret, like, some fragments as being related, like, you can interpret Dara Lioth, a poem from the 10th century found in Njál Saga. Like, you can interpret that as a... words. As a sort of reflection of the Northern Lights, like the Valkyries riding to go do mischief and mayhem. Like, if you want to interpret it that way, I'm not going to be the one to stop you. It's a valid interpretation. It's just not also the one that I think is happening, because if they're saying that there's, let me, like, start at the beginning on that sentence. Wow. So Dara Lioth, basically, becomes associated with the 11th century Battle of Clontarf, in... just outside of Dublin. And supposedly it's on Good Friday 1014. And on that day there's all sorts of portents, including Valkyries Mischief Mayhem were original draft names for Human and Mutant. True. I'm actually gonna drain this one. I wanted more damage on this. And now we're at the point where we want to do the thing. Let's grab... Since we're at the point where we want to do the thing, we want to do this, we want to do this, then we want to do this. So we're healed up, and we're gonna go turn in the quest, then go do our main story. Because something, something, hatred, something, something, problems. Anyway, I feel like I've once again lost the thread. Point is, actually, you know what? We can do one more. There we go. Now they should roll them pretty quick. Flawless. There's one. There's number two. That lets us do this. We'll grab this. I don't know if we're going to use it, but we can grab it. And then does that just curse everything? Dang. That's okay, we do this, and then we just don't grab another one. Oh, there was the thing. It's like, I knew there was a thing. I knew there had to be a thing. Lost riches, so we have some cash. Of course, that takes mana, but that's fine. We have some cash. And if we do that, we're gonna... I'm actually gonna do this so we upgrade our oomph, and then we use that so we have some cash. And then we're good to go. Those crits punch. Yeah, and every time I drain cards, my damage goes up. So in terms of like wanting to pack a punch, I'm trying to make sure that I continue to do so. Like, it goes pretty good. And I've uncovered so few. What are you? Hang on, I need to see what this camp is. I've not seen that symbol before. Oh, it's these guys. Well then. Good job, team. Does my armor have ear holes? Yes. It does look an awful lot like my armor has ear holes, which is delightful. Then I also want to check if there's an armor person around here. Oops. Well, armor person? Anyone who does armor. Anyone who does armor. No? No one? That's gambling. That's a high seat. They do have high seat pillars. That's interesting. It's just the rest of this is very silly. No? No. Alright, no convenient armor smiths to see if anything is worth picking up, apparently. Either that or I'm just excruciatingly blind. No? Alright. Then goodbye. We have a mountain to climb. I gotta ask, who are you? I didn't do that? Oh. Hello. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's a big statue. Once again, the Lord of the Rings aesthetics. As much as this is like, they've got a handful of names from Scandinavian languages or explicitly from Scandinavian folklore, for the most part it does feel an awful lot like the primary thing is Lord of the Rings. Alright, JCDC, have a good rest of your night. I suppose you sell armor? No. Tragic. Main quest is 200 meters below me. So, run down the side of the mountain, because that's good content right there. Thank you for reminding me, Magistressa. Just what I'd hoped to recall. Okay, but like, where's the entrance? 200 meters. There's the red thing, so it must be just up this way. And then through here and then down. Because it's definitely below. Yeah, this is the right way. Oh, architecturally, right, this is super similar. Right? Like, the big, chunky Art Deco-esque towers. Like, that is... this, like, weird, like, wrought iron, semi-gothic aesthetic. There is a lot like those. The general influence from Weta Workshop and the influence of the Peter Jackson films. Right, these are it's actually super similar. It is a good comparison. Ow. Darn dead angle. And that should be a kill? Yeah. Not even hard. Not even slightly difficult. Or something. At last the way to freedom lies open. You have shown that our faith in you was well placed. Speak with me and I will strengthen your wings. Yeah. Oop, crystals. Hello, crystals. Svali, you must stop our sister. That is what you are made to do. Shall have what remains of my power, my blessing. Once you have been granted enough of them, you shall face our sister the betrayer once more, and this time you shall be victorious. And slowly but surely shall you find the winds returning to their former strength. Woo. Hatred cleansed. That's awesome. And then we're back here. To ask Oscar, Ash, and then we go straight this way. Let's see. People there, bunch of people there. Bunch of people in all of these. Hooray. Look at how like, desolate this area is. Wow. Big, wide open, well, very Icelandic of it. Though I can't tell how much of that is due to height, how much of that is due to shrubbery. But okay. Yeah, it is just due to being very high up. This is a lot of shrubbery, though. Exciting. I can't see anything under all of this. Well then. All this mist, and means I fully cannot see anything. Ow. That tracking, though. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Rocks and Mistfight is giving you Wrath of the Druids vibes, but, yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds right. Crit hit chance increased. That sounds fun. And good. Absorb a Hatred Fragment, which is not great, but it is okay. Big lost mana. Critical hit chance up. Sounds amazing. Is there anything else to do around here? Besides just... Wow. Bad news bears for everyone involved. Random sarcophagus, piles of bones, check, check, and check. Blue witch lights, check. This place is just generally unpleasant, huh? Oh good, another super scary. Another super duper scary thing. And then we'll use this, because I can use this for the... Oh. Fine. I hoped I was going to be able to choose the card, which was going to let me, you know, get that numerous mana again, which was going to be better, which was going to, you know, put me in better condition, but then none of that happened. So instead we just get the rain and this. The aesthetics are quite nice. The fact that there's a whole bunch of incredibly difficult encounters over here, not so nice. You know, let's try this. You know, two can play at that game. Well, they really had one strat, didn't they? They really had just one strat, and it was pain. So we're not gonna win this one, just by the way, just so we're clear. The odds of us winning this round, given that we have already drawn way more Curse Fragments or Hatred Fragments, it's low. We're gonna keep doing it because reasons, but I don't have super Super strong. Super strong hope for us here. Yes, it has little ear cutouts, and it is adorable. And I appreciate that they made that level of variation, right? That is nice. They could have not, and most people probably wouldn't have noticed, but it is adorable, since they did. Now. Get over here. So there's that one. Hopefully this will clear up those two chests so I can clear those out when I have the extra... Why is there a hard level Drager one just directly underneath it? Ow. Are these whole... I wonder if these are supposed to be Huldra. Ow. Having a whole ass jump through. Nope, those are Vitra. Okay. Interesting. Then we'll grab one of these, and then we'll do this. Hilt of the Stolen Blade. Fragment of Hatred. Yep. Reclaimed coin. We'll do a reclaimed coin, I think. We'll collect another fragment. We get 7 mana from this one. That's fun. So, now that we have 7 mana, we can do this. And we don't have a relic slot, so we can't do that. But with this free... we might have other options. I'm not sure, my instinct for where Vitra comes from is that it's like Viv, like wisdom, Viver, and then raw, so the word for spirit, but I'm curious if our sources happen to have anything. Let me take a look here in my thing. No, fine, no hits there. Okay. So, hit number next. We'll see if it loads. That's going to be a pain in the ass to search. Sadly, there's a phenomenal database of Icelandic folktales called Sagnagrunnar. Oh, Grunnur, sorry. That's created by Terry Gunnell and his students. But it is in Icelandic and a pain to search. So... let's see. That is completely unsourced and is generally useless. It looks like it's that I got it exactly right though. It is a Swedish spirit. And so maybe associated with farming and cows, but you know, the most important thing is it is a Swedish spirit. And so the name, right, Viht, and then it's a compound, so Vit, which I believe is cognate with Icelandic Vidr, and then Rå, a word for spirit. Really, that isn't freed? What is the point of taking care of the things if you're just gonna... Okay, this one is freed. That's fine. Ow. 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 Wow. Those crits, though. These guys are huge jerks. Wow. I mean, fair play to them. Wow. Okay. Weightless tool belt. While Surge is active, your attacks inflict electrified. Focus gain increase so we can just do it more. Or Shield Charm for just more armor. I think I went electrified. Let's be honest. Then we'll open. And let's see what we can do. Sharpened Blade, Lost Mana, or Rest for the Weary. I think we do Sharpened Blade right now, so we'll up our damage even further. Because then we're just going to, like, fly over to town to heal up. So I'm not worried about that. We are going to grab this one, though, and then we're going to open this. And then we might drain this one, depending on what it is. Never mind, we're going to unlock a relic slot. And we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna drain this one. So. 170 meters this way for this, and then off we go. So, we're going over to town. And then in town, we're not gonna do the quest, we're just gonna heal. Wow, whoa, random desert. Hello. Hello, desert. Good to see you. What the heck are you doing here? Okay. Well, revision. Not desert. Thermal flats. Turns out this is Yellowstone. I don't know why this is Yellowstone, but it is Yellowstone. I mean, there are thermal pools like this in Iceland, in one spot. That didn't heal me all the way. Oh. Family have been buried on the grounds of our farm for as long as I can remember, but I have no memory of them ever returning from the dead. I can't allow them to be tormented, so nor let our family's fortune be kept hostage by their greedy spirits. This is the good bit. So, this is basically why heroes fight one of the few reasons why heroes fight undead in the Norse sagas. Someone asked them to, like, with Grettir Ásmundarson, against, Glaumr, because the dead are walking around, and it's hurting people's fortunes, right? It's making the family farm suck. No one wants to live there anymore. All of the livestock are getting killed. All of the wealth that's accumulated is getting ruined. And so this is why you ask a hero of some flavor to come in and go take out the undead, because that's what you do. And that provides narrative drama for them when they inevitably get cursed, and or die horribly. Now, the fact that you have the family farm in Miva is a choice. This is an extremely difficult one. This will be exciting. This is the highest level of difficulty. I look like. Right? Yeah. That's tough. So, firstly, your farm's awfully nice. Appreciate the stone. Not sure I love the ruination. Second, where's the, like, borders of this farm? Is it the entire Sol Flat? Because if it is, you should move. You should sell this land to some idiot and then move. Thirdly, what the heck is that spirit wearing? Is it just one? Nope, it's not just one. Oh my god, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop. Stop floating around. This is getting very far out of hand. That makes 4. I'd say we are an insufficiently heroic hero right here. Yep. Well. We are an insufficiently heroic hero. We are not Grettir Ásmundarson. We are, in fact, just a guy. We are the guy before him that dies. Is like, I totally got this. And then we don't got this. And it provides drama and proves that these undead are dangerous before the real hero will show up and have character drama or stuff. For every 10 coins we own, stagger impact is increased. Interesting. So we got a longsword too, which is neat. And we got that. We got that. Yeah, there's Berserker. When Frenzied is active, critical hit chance unlocked. Yeah, let's try that. Alright. On some level, the fact that we are not Grettir must be a good thing. Yeah, let's be honest, probably. But that is okay. It is totally okay we are not Grettir, because, well, we had to die sometime. No Norse folkloric hero lives forever. Most of them die stupidly. We are no exception. And that, I think, does it for today's stream. We got a nice look around. We didn't... One last check on the bingo cards. Did we actually get anything new? I feel like we did not actually get anything else new. Tattoos and undercuts? No. We did get weird spooky ghosts, but they're not on the list. Um, we obviously don't have anything that is actually a Norselvic or Wardarina. We also did not have any sung Old Norse. We did have this like drum beat, which is in the same vein, but I didn't hear any Talharpa. I didn't hear anything else that makes me say, hey, this is definitely using reconstructed instruments. We can check that off the list. No. We also couldn't check off the everyone wearing an entire animal. We had people who were animals, but no one who was just like wearing one. We came close, right? The I don't know, the goblin-y guys, the goblin-y whoever they were close, but I don't think they were wearing an entire animal. Otherwise, no Galdrastavir. That makes a first. No polar bears. No references to the gods of Norse mythology, so no problem there. We did get skull. I think we can mark off the skull masks for at least some combination of the people, right? Either the undead who had the weird one, or the goblin-y people having full helmets. I think we can mark off the skull masks. Otherwise, though, you know, not as close to a bingo as I thought we'd get. That's not a bad thing. It means it's doing something a little bit different. There are still plenty, though, so the final initial verdict is that it's pretty predictable, right? The core gameplay loop, right, is a bit jank, but also quite fun. But in terms of its historical, mythological references, you're pretty much seeing who you expect. Like, there isn't a whole lot unusual here. We got stupidly mountainous, like this is, right, stupidly mountainous, like it is, all in the Lofton Islands in northern Norway. We've got the standard body of spirits, ghouls, and ghasts. We've got outlaws. We've got random human sacrifices. We've got Art Deco giant ruins, despite, you know, stone constructions not being common at all in the Viking Age or even in later medieval Scandinavia. We had the stupidly pointed, like super duper pointed houses in the towns, which is fine, and the like crappy palisade, which is also fine. So yeah, in a lot of ways it's pretty much what we expect when we hear an inspired by Scandinavian folklore game. Got the usual set of references, got the usual aesthetics, but it's still a fun gameplay loop, so I'm not upset about that. Anyway, this wraps us up for today. So if you did enjoy this and have not yet, make sure you hit that follow button, and otherwise consider supporting us by subscribing to the channel or by heading over to patreon.com/LudoHistory by clicking the link right at the top of chat there. And yeah, I think that does it for me today. We'll probably be back on Tuesday, so stay tuned for what that is going to be. It's probably Card Shark. It might be Sable though, depends on what I'm feeling. Yeah. I think that does it for us. So, until next time I see you, have a good rest of your weekends, and a very, very good night, okay? Bye-bye now.